it's me, everybody. Hey, and just as you did that, live people, my internet went bad. Okay, hi, folks. By the way, let me say this. Did you all hear the new trend in dog treats? A high-end, very expensive brand called Farm to Pet. Have you heard of that? I still prefer the cheaper way, Floor to Pet. So,
Since 2020, we've done plenty of virtual comedy shows online. And though the virus is slowing, we'll keep going because we've still got lots of hydroxychloroquine and ivermectin.
Hello, and welcome to Virtual Comedy Show. Here are some etiquette guidelines for Virtual Comedy Show. Please arrive 15 minutes early. Please be quiet, except for laughing. We've been a Zoom meeting civilization for 2 dang years. You know the drill. Just be polite. We would like to see your face as part of the audience. Let's be social, not just distant. So get comfortable, plan to laugh, but not heckle, and let's make our semi-quarantined world a bit more normal for a little while. Thanks, and enjoy the Virtual Comedy Show.
It's the Virtual Comedy Show, starring Brad Tassell and Steve Goodie. Tonight, Brad and Steve welcome comedian Cortney Warner, plus funny songs from Todd Chappelle, and a Patti melt from Patti Vasquez, and much, much more. Now, please welcome Brad Tassell.
Hi, everybody. So I'm the guy that usually introduces Brad on stage, but we have some late-breaking news that you've probably been watching the whole trial thing. Have you heard about that? And something else is coming out. When Trump was in the limousine going, a tape has come out when he was arguing, take me to, and this is the actual tape from inside the limo. It sounds something like, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Brad Tassell.
okay.
Wow.
That was Rich Cleason, everybody, cruise director extraordinaire. If you can figure out what that joke was, good luck to you. Anyway, I'm Brad Tassell with sketchy internet. I hope you can hear me. I can see it coming and going. Yeah. So welcome to the show. We are so proud to have Cortney here. Cortney, thank you for showing up. And Todd, we can't wait to see you very soon. First, I'm going to rattle through these jokes as fast as possible. Here we go. By the way, welcome to the show, everybody. So I blew my knee out a couple days ago and could not walk for half a day. Any old people have done this in their life. It was really scary. Was I playing rugby with college kids? Was I kickboxing in Thailand? No. I took off my shorts and heard a pop and went down. And I couldn't walk I had to get a cane, and I've worked very hard to get back to walking, and I've done a little exercise, and most importantly, I threw away those damn shorts. That's what I did. So, okay, let's get to the daily news. So it happened again, everybody, and a few of us are not shaken by the news. You don't expect these kinds of tragedies where you know nothing good will come of it, but you can't look away when it happens. It seems that Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez got married. Tragedy. Their 5 kids are devastated and wish to be given their privacy until their eyes stop rolling. Okay. We're starting slow. Here we go. Hey, well, okay, you can laugh long into the night. I like that. Here we go. President Joe Biden tested positive for COVID this morning. Did you see that? Yep. His symptoms are mild. He is receiving the antiviral drug, has had both boosters, and will be working in isolation until he tests negative. Now, the president was upbeat, saying, I survived the 1793 yellow fever pandemic. I'll get through this. There was a yellow fever pandemic in 1793. All right. Man, I wish my internet would stay stable. Here we go. Well, hey, it finally happened. A good guy with a gun intervened and shot a bad guy with a gun, everybody. Come on. Yeah. 1 out of 310. There you go, baby. Woo-hoo! Man, I'd play baseball if I had those odds. Now, which proves as the NRA says that rocket launchers should now come in Captain Crunch boxes. So that's crunch berries and armor-piercing bullets, everybody. By the way, Eli Dicken, 22 years of age, shot 10 rounds into the Greenwood shooter from 40 feet away. Impressive. Hitting him 8 times. Impressive. He is being hailed as a hero, and he is. And he didn't need an AR-15 to do it, right? Nor a bazooka lined with C4. He didn't need those things. A handgun that he learned to shoot, got legally, and without 13 domestic abuse charges on his record. Right? He had no record. It seems so simple, doesn't it? He did it legally. He had no record, and not one counselor from his past has used the words, "He was a loner whose haikus all ended with homicide, bang, bang." Okay. So how is this a lot to ask? Just a couple rules. No weapons of war, and we have more good guys with guns and less nutbags who are mad that Penelope said no to the promposal. But we can't do it because if there's less mass shootings with assault rifles, how would Sean Hannity ever get an erection? Too much?
Maybe.
Okay, well, we'll do a cute one. The new trend that I'm sure Courtney has seen, because she's just a youngster. The new trend is people slapping each other with tortillas. Courtney, you seen that?
I have, yeah. I have.
All over social media. And now Dwayne Johnson and Kevin Hart have a viral video of a tortilla smackfest. It's hilarious watching Kevin Hart removing, the light Mexican dough from his face. And you can watch The Rock wiping off tortilla from as high as Kevin could reach on Pornhub. Because he's short. Okay. This one, by the way, comedian Corey Kahaney worked on this joke with me. A gynecologist suggested today opening floating abortion clinics that sail up and down the Mississippi to provide health services to women. Who thinks that's a good idea? Nobody? Nobody cares? I think it's a great idea. I can see the ads now, right? Are you pregnant and maybe can't be? Take a cruise on MSD&C cruise lines.
No,
We put the C in your D&C. The C. Our spa is full service. Botox, facials, massage, women's reproductive health. Your plan B could be a cruise. Had more faith in that one than you guys gave me. Okay. That joke is good, every one of you. Steve Bannon. Y'all remember Steve Bannon, right? Steve Bannon, who answers the question, did Otis from Mayberry have a son? Corey, you know who Otis from Mayberry is? Nope. Okay, yeah. There you go. Oh, good. Oh, you do. So Steve Bannon.
No, I used to like
okay.
Andy Griffith.
Steve Bannon is on trial for failing to comply with a subpoena about his involvement in the January 6th insurrection. The prosecutors have rested with their very complicated case, which was he didn't show up. That's the case. Now Bannon can put on his defense, which will be, I'm not done insurrecting yet. Not finished. We're still in the middle of the crime. Let me wrap up the lying, cheating, and grifting and get back to you. Bannon, as we all remember, was pardoned by Trump after being convicted for stealing $25 million in donations to a GoFundMe to build Trump's border wall. The old idiom is true. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me 300 times, I'm a Trumper. By the way, Bannon asks every loyal patriot to donate to his defense fund at GoFundMe.condo in Belarus. Because that's the country that would accept him. Okay, this one's trouble. I may not do this one, but I'm going to do it. Here I go. The Fed has earmarked 15.
Imagine that.
Imagine that. Here we go. Erase it later. The Fed has earmarked $15,000 for counseling for Border Patrol members who were part of the Uvalde school shooting. I'm always for counseling. Most residents, though, kind of wonder why no money has ever been allocated by the Uvalde city government for actual police training. Okay. See, I told you. No joke, too true. Hey, did you see this? This is interesting. All the Democrats and 47 Republicans in the House voted to pass a marriage equity bill making interracial and gay marriage law. So that's great. The Republicans voting no, though, did you see this? The Republicans voting no tried to sidestep their bigotry. They're trying to saying that, oh, there's more important bills than this silly thing. Oh, like the ones you voted no on, like more baby formula? Was that one more important? Or lowering gas prices? You voted no on that one. Or even infrastructure? Maybe the GOP is saying their yes button is for that bill to bring back Tab because it's the best cola. I don't know. Maybe they're waiting for that one. Gay people are fine, they said. It's in their name. They're gay. They're happy. By the way, and they said Clarence Thomas would never destroy 50 years of precedent. Clarence Thomas would never destroy 60 years of precedent, and the new justices are as good as their words that they uttered under oath during the hearings. I mean the ones under their breath. Psych. Okay. I might just talk faster. Hey. Black Ink star, the show Black Ink, I bet you've all watched that. Caesar Emanuel said that a leaked video of him beating a dog with a metal chair does not reflect the person he really is. Aw, yeah. He said, no. He said, no, the scripted video that I did 25 takes of telling you how good I am, written by the writers from the show, that's the real me. Yeah. No, not the guy that you saw in a video that I didn't think anybody was looking at. Who's that guy? I don't know him at all. Hey. Did you know that Ricky Martin's nephew, 21, accused the singer of having a 7-month sexual relationship with him and then started harassing him after they stopped? Did anybody know that? I didn't even know Ricky Martin was still singing. So, but the good news is that La Vida Loca 2 will not be a hit. A court dismissed all the charges because the young man has severe mental issues and has recanted the story. And even Ricky's brother said none of it happened. We all hope the young man can get help. And Ricky, maybe this year, Thanksgiving should be on Zoom. You know what? Oh, man. Okay. I've only got 2 more and I'm not happy about it. Here we go. There's a new Harvard study that reveals the primary motivation of the January 6th traitors who attacked the Capitol. Harvard leading researchers said they all went to Yale. Okay. No. Actually, the real study was one word: Trump. That was it. 417 rioters were interviewed. And they all said the top 3 reasons they attacked. Number 1, because Trump told them to. Number 2, we thought the election was fake. And number 3, Q said Nancy Pelosi was hoarding Skittles. Where did that come from? Okay, one more, and then we're going to have a show. Are you ready? Here we go. The Mars rover found something unexpected on the planet's surface today. You will not believe it. You guessed it. Hunter Biden's iPad. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve, where are you? Bring yourself in. Hi.
Brad Tassell, everybody.
It's a disappointing week. There. I apologize for everyone.
Right there. Depending on how your screen is aligned, he's right there. I think he's right there. Clap more for Brad. That was fantastic.
Rich Cleason.
when Brad is out on a boat, he gets all the current events and then doesn't talk about the weather, which is all any of us can think about. That's why I'm wearing this, because it's 1,000,000 degrees. But he's in Bermuda and he doesn't care.
I wrote a weather joke, but I skipped it.
Okay, I respect that as well. All righty, it's time for our next thing, which is of course the top 10 list.
Yep. I was waiting for Patti now.
Come on. That's right. Time to do the thing, the ripoff of the David Letterman show from me back that we do every week. This is our 116th time doing this, and the weather's really hot. And I'm going to let my dad back in this meeting.
I got him.
And so, I don't know about you guys. I get COVID tested every single week because I have to do some things that are mildly unsafe. I wear a mask wherever I can, and I've been getting tested every week. And usually it goes smoothly, and then occasionally it does not go so smoothly. So tonight's top 10 category, top 10 ways to screw up a COVID test.
Oh,
You know, you'd think I'd have the hang of it by now, but here we go. Number 10. Stick the swab in your ear. Oops.
Doesn't work.
Number 9.
Oops.
Pee on it. See if it turns blue.
and then run to another
That's
state.
embarrassing. I know. Number 8. Let it pee on you. See if you turn orange.
Oh!
Well, these are going to be jokes that were current about 4 years ago. It's odd. I'm doing COVID jokes from 2 years before there was COVID, so figure that one out. Number 7. Tell it, person, woman, man, camera, TV, repeatedly. See if it will vote for you 11,800 more times. That'll screw up the COVID test.
Yeah.
Number 6. Stick it in your other ear.
It'll work there.
Number 5. Focus only on the road test and neglect the written part.
Ooh.
That'll screw up a COVID test.
Yeah.
Number 4. In the wake of the Fuller House reboot, pay $500,000 to get your dumb kid a COVID test and then spend 2 months in prison.
Ooh. Oh.
I know it's a lot of references from a long time ago. I don't know what I said.
That's the mom, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the Lori Loughlin thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Lori
Laurie
Loughlin.
and Becky. Yeah, okay. Number 3. Pull out the swab. Weigh it. If it weighs more than a duck, burn it as a witch.
It's a witch.
The witch.
It's a witch.
It's a witch.
It's a fair
Dressed
cut.
like one. That's right.
A shrubbery.
Top 10 ways to screw up a COVID test. Number 2. Stick it in a poppy seed muffin and then try to explain your opium addiction to HR.
Favorite.
That one doesn't even make sense. And the number 1 way to screw up a COVID test. Mix it up with your prostate exam and stick an orange poppy seed muffin up your other ear.
Wait a minute.
Knew it was coming.
Oh,
I knew it.
I don't even understand myself now.
I knew it was coming. There had to
I
be
knew
one.
you knew. I knew you knew.
I thought the
All right,
muffin
that's
one was the
enough of that.
best.
Thanks. Well, that's why I put it last.
Yeah. No, the muffin one before that one. No, the butt one.
Oh,
no,
that's why I
no.
put it almost last.
Yeah, that was fun.
Right.
I like
Speaking
it.
of almost last, here's a guy I met almost last year. I didn't know what I'm talking about. Hey, everybody, it's Todd Chappelle.
Yay!
Yay!
Hello, Todd.
From musical guest, and it's his first time on this show. We're very glad you're here, Todd.
Glad to be here.
Here's the format. I think I told you, but I'm going to tell everybody in case they don't know. I'm going to run a little musical intro for you. It takes about 20 seconds. Then you're going to play a funny song. Then I have to answer your funny song without knowing what you're about to sing with an interestingly complimentary funny song. And then you get to do another one, and it can have something to do with mine or not. It's up to you. All good?
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
It's our musical guest, our musical guest. Gonna sing something funny and then Steve will play something in between. Our musical guest, our musical guest. It's time for our musical guest.
That's one of the best intros I've ever had. That's great.
Hey, buddy.
Let me take the COVID test out of my ear and I will play a song for you. So since you're going to answer this song, Steve, with something, I'm going to pick a pretty broad topic. It's the topic
You
of
don't
love.
have to make it easy for me. Do whatever.
Oh, it's okay. This is one of the first songs I ever wrote. As a matter of fact, I wrote it for a woman that I was in a relationship with a long time ago, but we couldn't make it work. I live outside of Philadelphia, and she was Amish, so it was doomed from the start. I liked zippers, and she didn't. So what are you gonna do? So this is called Amish Girl. Walking past the cornfields just the other day, I saw you by the silo, lifting bales of hay. Dressed in black from head to toe, you're the one for me, but you can't feel the spark, 'cause you've got no electricity. Amish girl, if your love was a train, you know that I'd be on it. Amish girl, I'd give the world to see what's underneath that bonnet. You make my windmill turn, the way you work that butter churn. Go tell Jebediah that you're my Amish girl. Sleeping in till 5 a.m. I wait to hear you breathing. Even though your family thinks that I'm a heathen, they just won't give me a chance, and you know that that ain't right. They look at me with shame, like I'm some nasty Mennonite. Amish girl, you know that I would never do you any harm. Amish girl, when we're together, you raise more than a barn. We're just having fun, so don't you try to shun me at all. Go tell all the elders you're my Amish girl. The villagers threw rocks at me from halfway down the road. I didn't know that that's what you meant when you said we might get stoned. Amish girl, if your love was a train, you know that I'd be on it. Amish girl, I'd give the world to see what's underneath that bonnet. You make my windmill turn, the way you work that butter churn. Go tell all the elders that you're my Amish girl.
Woo! Run swinger!
Thank you.
Man, hitting it out.
Thank you so much. Please sit down, everyone. Thank you.
Nice job, Todd.
Fantastic. And it brings to mind a similar situation I had the day after my bar mitzvah. I fell in love with a young lady who is of different descent. She was from Ireland. And so I came up with this little song for our, it took years for this to actually work out. Here's what happened. There's a jigging part in this, so prepare to jig in your chair. You kick the jig out and you kick that. It's chair. We're getting jiggy with, we're getting yitty with it is what we're doing. When I was just a little lad, my mother asked of me, what do you want, my darling boy? What do you want to be? A doctor, a lawyer, some kind of PhD. But I said, sorry, mama, mine is a fakakta destiny. I want to be Irish, Irish, Irish. I want to get lucky in a pub by the sea. I'll be an O'Brady, O'Brien, O'Vea smear. I want to be Irish, Irish, Irish as can be. A diddly-do, a diddly-dee, jig. I trust you're all doing it. Oh yes, Alice and Brad, that's very nice. So I sailed away to Ireland and broke me mother's heart. There I shed me former self and made a brand new start. Me friends all call me Seamus, sweet Molly calls me dear. And as we walked on down the aisle, I heard her whisper in me ear, I want to be Jewish, 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 what? I want to read Talmud on Christmas Eve. What? No, no, no. I want to eat lots of matzah and whitefish. I want to be Jewish, Jewish, Jewish as can be. A diddly-do, a diddly-dee. Take it, Alice! What did I tell me, mother? What did I tell me, priest? So we flew back to America, where Mama welcomed us. She hugged my darling Molly, saying, you'll convoy, I trust. Molly said, yes, Mama, I already did. Mama said, my dear, that's wonderful, but what about the kids? They're gonna be Jewish and Irish and Jewish, Manischewitz and Guinness, with names like Abraham O'Flanahan, McGeeberg. They're gonna be Jewish, Irish, Irish, Catholic, Protestant, Jewish, just as Jewish, Irish as can be. A diddly dee.
Diddly dee. Fantastic.
And now back to Todd Chappelle with more brilliant musical comedy.
Oh, thank you. Well, let's stay on the love theme, shall we?
Yes.
This is a love song that I wrote for somebody. I don't know what nationality she was or ethnicity she was, but I wrote this love song for her, trying to get her attention, and it did not work. But I'll play it for you anyway. I'll use a pick for this one. Here we go.
Yeah, use it.
There's a woman I adore, and she works right down the street. Every day at lunchtime, I drive to her window, and I ask her how she's doing, and she says, she's my drive-through girl, I love her so. No one else understands her. She's my queen and I'm her Burger King. Well, I get supersized every time I order fries. And it's such a lovely sound when she says to pull around. I'll love you forever, drive-through girl. Drive-through girl. I love you, drive-through girl.
Todd Chappelle.
Hey.
Todd Chappelle.
Hey, nice job, Todd.
Thank you so much.
That was amazing. That was really good.
Oh, that's my love language right there.
That's your love language. By the way, I'd like to say this. You know, you did the Amish song. We had a couple cruises ago. I was here. We had an Amish family on the ship. I'd never seen that before because with all the technology. I asked them. I said, "Why are you here?" They said, "Well, we're Amish."
There's some cultural appropriation if I ever heard it.
I'm sorry.
That's
looking under the bonnet.
Ours.
Arr.
Pirates.
Those were three great songs.
Yes, that was wonderful.
Well, two great songs and mine.
No, Steve, that one's one of my favorites.
Yes. Haven't heard that in too
I'm just
long.
looking for praise. That's all. That's the only reason I say things.
Well, that's what to get. So, Todd,
Where
amazing.
can we find you? Where?
Yeah.
In live and in online, where can we find you, Todd?
You can find me at justintimberlake.com. It's got all my tour dates and everything.
Okay.
No, I actually, that was already taken. So I'm at toddchappelle.com, which is oddly enough was not taken. So it's got links to, you know, my CDs. I've got 6 CDs that I've released over the last dozen or so years. They make great gifts for people that you really don't care for. And so you can check that out. My next gig coming up, since we're on the interwebs and this is going all over the country, I will be at the Philadelphia Folk Festival with a regular of yours, Carla Ulbrich.
Wow.
August 20th. That's where I live. I live in just outside of Philadelphia in Delaware County, Pennsylvania. So.
Excellent.
Excellent. Well,
All
thank
right.
you.
Thank you, Todd Chappelle. That was tremendous.
Thank you.
Hey.
And
That was
guess-
tremendous.
I think it was. Speaking of tremendous, let's bring some more tremendous in here. Look,
You're right.
everybody,
Let's
it's
bring in
Courtney
double
Warner.
tremendous. It's Courtney.
Hi, Courtney. So glad you could be here. We're gonna run a little. We're gonna run a little intro video for you.
You get an
and
intro,
get
too.
10 minutes, stand up and just do the awesomeness. Here we
You
go.
get it.
Oh,
You get it.
Time for our big headliner. Got some funny jokes to say. Oh, do a 10-minute set headliner. Man, I'm so glad that it's Thursday. Yeah.
Woo! Oh my goodness.
goodness, all legends in that video. That's so flattering. Thank you. God, Fozzie Bear, I want to open for him. That's my dream. I wish that was a joke. It's honestly the truth. One day I'll get there. You know, once I do MSG, maybe Fozzie Bear will want me to tour with him. You know? That's not part of the set. That's just me sharing my hopes and dreams with all of you. All right, we'll get into it. So I know you looking at me. I know you. I know I look like an Asian woman because I am one. But it's crazy because I don't think that's accurate at all, because I love Wes Anderson movies, I love drinking IPAs, and I love pro wrestling. So I think I'm just two mediocre white men stuffed inside of a trench coat. It's like running around trying to get diversity scholarships out of people, just scaring them, you know. Walk into Harvard's Bursar's office and just flash him. It's like, haha, just two Chads inside of here. I think that's what's happening, honestly. I did just turn 29 recently, which is pretty cool. It's been going all right so far. No injuries as of yet, which is fun. No traumatic experiences. And yeah, I've been trying to get my life together a little bit more, you know, especially over COVID. I was trying to really like figure things out and like kind of figure out who I am. And during that time, I colored my hair. I bleached it bright blonde, which was fun. So I was like blonde for a while, which was cool. It was mainly to confuse the racists. Because turns out from the back, I have a lot of white privilege. back half of Courtney loves pumpkin spice lattes. The front half of Courtney thinks they taste a little burnt. Honestly, they're kind of gross. I also got into therapy during COVID, during the pandemic, which was cool. It's been going well. It was court ordered, but regardless. I know this is a clean show, so I can't get into why it was court ordered, but maybe another time. Another time. I have a lot of anxiety. I've been working through that with my therapist, which has been hard. It's really hard because I also really enjoy like Halloween and like horror movies and stuff. So it's kind of like, I can't tell if I'm just a masochist or like an auteur. I'm not quite sure what it is, but I got to go to my first haunted house a couple of years ago, which was super cool. It was at Universal Studios in Florida, which was like the best place to go for a really cool haunted house, like bunch of haunted houses. And it was really awesome. It would have been even cooler if I didn't pay $200 for a panic attack, you know? I didn't think about it. I didn't think about the fact that you go to haunted houses to be scared, and I leave my house and I'm terrified, you know? So it's crazy. The whole world is a haunted house if you think about it, really. So it's most people who go to haunted houses, it kind of goes kind of like this. They're walking through and they're like, ah, a ghost. Oh God, that was so scary, but that was great. I loved it. We should do this again. Oh, and then people with anxiety who go in go, oh my God, I left the stove on. I'm going to die alone. No one likes me. Oh, civil ghost. Oh, hey, what's up? I just thought I was alone with my thoughts like always. This is really cool. No, it's very humbling to be an adult woman and to fainting goat style pass out in the middle of a haunted house, in the Stranger Things haunted house, when a child actor just steps out in front of you. Oh dear. Children are terrifying. Honestly, I love that child actress. I'm sure she has a great story to tell, that she scared an adult woman by wearing a bald cap is really what it was. I've seen Stranger Things. It's very good. Netflix, I'm sure, wants me to plug it. So certainly. No, I do love movies. I got to see Joaquin Phoenix's Joker recently, which was pretty cool. Anyone else see that? Anyone? It's a pretty good movie. I enjoyed it. I like that they took that version of the Joker from the Batman comic and made it into the movie. And basically that version of the Joker in the comics, his origin story is that he is a stand-up comedian who's just really terrible, and then he becomes Joker. So I found that relatable because I realized I'm just one bad show away from becoming the Joker. My hair is already green. It's already happening.
This could be that bad show.
No, this is the one. I can see all your names, your first and last names on here. So I'm making a list right now. It's always good to threaten the audience with a really
I'm in Bermuda.
Yeah, right. I mean, I could get there, you know. What's stopping me, honestly? I work remotely, so it's fine. So yeah, my therapist and I are working on this thing called reframing. I'm not sure if you've heard of it, but it's but for those who don't know what reframing is, it's where you have a negative situation that happens to you and you have a negative emotions attached to it. But in order to literally move on with your life, you like reframe it in a more positive light. You know, for example, say after this show, you go out for ice cream and then you witness a murder and you maybe get some of the blood on you and it's traumatizing and you can never leave your house ever again. But instead of thinking, oh my goodness, I just saw a manslaughter, this is horrifying, reframing it, literally the definition would be, but I'm going to be on the 7 o'clock news now. I'm going to be famous. Keith Morrison might call me up. This is going to be great. You know, any Dateline heads out there, you know? I love Dateline, mostly because it doesn't happen to me. So I think that's why I like it. No, so that's basically reframing. It's just like trying to make something more positive, which I guess it works. I don't know. So I thought I would try that out in my own life. So for example, whenever my former manager used to sexually harass me, go screw yourself, Tom, if you're watching this. By the way. I hope you're not. I hope you're still dying at Trader Joe's. Anyway. Instead of thinking, oh my goodness, what a jerk, I would reframe it and think, well, thank goodness someone thinks I'm pretty today. That's so nice. Or whenever anyone is racist to me, instead of thinking, oh, what a jerk, I could think, you know, I bet you they immediately thought I was a doctor. And that's pretty cool. I'm literally downtown, 2 a.m. in the morning, puking out vodka, but I bet you they think I'm a medical professional just based on everything that they know. And finally, whenever I helped my friend's ex-fiance cheat on her with me.
Oh, wow. That's a tough one.
I know.
That's
instead
positive,
of thinking, Courtney, yeah, and Courtney, instead of thinking, Courtney, you're a real jerk for doing that. I can just say to myself, you saved them 20 grand on a wedding. So cool. Save money out here, saving lives, saving money. Let's see how I'm doing on time. Okay, cool. So does anyone else think it's weird that this one might get me in trouble, but it's fine. Does anyone else think it's weird that Christians have the monopoly on craft stores? I think it's very weird. You know, you got like Michael's, Hobby Lobby, all these, like they love the Lord. I went there, you know, I went there recently and I had to get some fake flowers for a photo shoot I was helping out with. And I did not expect to get traumatized from hearing an instrumental version of Our God is an Awesome God in aisle 6, but here we are, you know, that was a trauma response. I dropped the flowers, fainted goat style. That's a theme with me. All of my faculties, really. And I think I just think it's weird. It's like, I guess it kind of makes sense maybe because, you know, Jesus is like their dude. He's like their LeBron James, you know what I mean? And so they, and, you know, technically he's considered to be a craftsman. He works with wood, whatever. His dad, Joseph, who I think is just a simp for Mary, honestly, craftsman. So I guess they kind of go along with that, but you know, Jesus built wood. He probably built his own cross. You guys play with popsicle sticks. It's not quite the same thing. You know? The only craft store franchise that isn't religious that I looked into was Joanne Fabrics, which I think is pretty cool. And it's probably because she's a woman and she's just over it. You know what I mean? Like, if I want to abort this calico fabric, I will. It's my choice. My choice, you know? There's a lot of stores a lot of companies that are very like religiously based, which is interesting. You know, we got Chick-fil-A, which we all know about, but did you know the clothing store Forever 21, very religious? Did you all know that?
No.
If you go in there, you go in there, look, buy something. If you find something, you know, God bless you. If you can find anything in there in that store, it's a mess. But on the bottom of every shopping bag, it says John 3:16, which is crazy. It's wild to me. It's even more crazy to me that they're super religious because they have sweatshop factories that blow up every 5 years. You know?
Really?
But honestly, I will, and I'll end on this. I think it might be maybe it's like that's their thing again too. It's like most places offer a benefits package, you know, and health insurance, dental. Forever 21, they'll make sure that you meet the big guy in like 5 years max. You know, yeah, you don't need health insurance when you're going to meet Jesus in a couple of years. Why would I meet Jesus in a few years? Well, we'll just see. Just keep working for 5 cents a month, and we'll get you there. All right. On that note, that's my set. So thank you so much, guys.
That was great.
That was wonderful and socially conscious at the same time.
Yes.
I try to keep it as clean as possible.
Well, wait, you didn't have to. No, it's not. We just, you know, a lot of language. But what's part of the dirty? What dirty thing do you have to say about therapy?
Right. I mean, a lot. My therapist probably could comment on that.
Tell you what, write it all down, and we'll have you on next time.
Next week we'll read everything that's dirty about it.
I know. Yeah. No, my therapist is the one who told me I should probably stop dating for a while. So I think there's an indication there.
So the thing with the affair didn't work out. You guys didn't stay together.
God, no. Oh God, no. They got back together actually. I know.
Carlos.
It turns out you were just a test of their strength.
That's it. I've been in that situation more than I'd like to admit. So,
I think you just admitted it.
Not the infidelity thing, but like, you know, you go on a date with someone and they're just like, oh, this was nice, but then they text you later on being like, you know, I'm gonna get back with my ex, and I'm like, oh, this was just to see if you actually liked them or not. Gotcha. Okay, cool. You know, but it's cool. Look, I'm doing a show on Zoom. What are they doing?
What would be sad is if they called you now and said, "What are you doing?"
Right now, I'm waiting for him. Look, you know, I got this little cat.
Oh, nice.
So many jokes, so little time.
So little
That's
joke.
Fantastic.
Hey, how do we find you, Courtney?
Oh yeah, so I'm Cortney Warner 13 on Instagram and Facebook, but then because I didn't get to that name fast enough, I'm Courtney Warn 13, no R at the end, on Twitter and TikTok. So maybe petition for me to have my full name on both of those. That'd be super cool. This is a call to action. Honestly, that's why I got on here. But
Heck yeah.
Yeah, Courtney Warner 13. Instagram's probably the best way because it connects to everything else. So.
All right. Thank you, Courtney.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
One more time, everybody.
That was lovely.
Wow.
She's nice. Yeah.
Yeah. We got 2 new folks on the show tonight. Folks we've never seen before on the show, and it's going
they're both
splendidly.
Awesome.
It's going splendidly. So I have no idea what's next.
Yeah, that's why I hate to ruin it with blatant commercialism, but that's what we're going to do.
Oh, is that what you're going to play a commercial? Oh, God.
Yeah,
oh, God.
Brad and I are
Okay.
going to. So we got complaints that I did a commercial last week. So to make up for it, we're going to do 2 commercials this week. First one is because Brad and I are going to be at the Edinburgh Fringe this year in like 2 weeks. It's crazy. We're going to be doing
live
over there in Scotland live. In a place that's just rampant with COVID. So this is going to be fantastic. So we want to run a little ad. If you think you might want to come to Scotland in a couple weeks, do this.
In every neighborhood, in every town, there's a spooky house.
Ooh, Igor, this is not my match. The Vampire's Ball is a swanky affair.
Master, I brought the shovels.
And And did you bring my latte? Yes, master. Skim milk, true splendor. Good, Igor, good. Let's get started.
I got spooky thoughts in my head, hiding from ghosts. We're hiding from ghosts.
Oh, yes, Igor, yes. Raise the platform. Please, it's time. It's time. Well,
Come inside.
Wow, it's Halloween in August if you're in Scotland. That's correct.
That's true. If you're in Scotland, yes.
That's right. And if you're not, then you lose.
And I can walk, so that's going to help.
Yeah, that'd be really great if you can walk for the show.
I can walk.
And in addition to that, as some of us know, and I'm just going to make a reminder there, the CD is officially released. My latest CD, which just looks like this. Top 10 songs that Steve has come up with since his last CD is out. And here's a commercial for that. Bartleby Records presents the 35th album of Nutty Crap from Steve Goodie. That's right, top 10 songs that Steve has come up with since his last CD, plus 6 more. We gotta make some Russians turn around and leave, so we're keeping Putin up at night. Go back to the USSR. Holy Moses, there's holes in my clothes. I'm showing so much skin. I'm practically a Kardashian.
My neighbor's wiener dog yaps all night long, so to keep from killing him, I wrote him a song. He goes,
It's available now at www.stevegoodie.com.
mascara, lipstick, eyeliner, cover up, glitter, 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 glitter.
welcome to the bachelorette party capital of the world, Nashville, Tennessee.
Order your copy of Top 10 Songs That Steve Has Come Up With Since His Last CD, plus 6 more, today for just $12 at www.stevegoodie.com. I don't own the CD player. That's no excuse. You can get the download version. It's even cheaper. So go to stevegoodie.com. I know a lot of you have done it already. Thank you, Alice. Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you. My CD did arrive.
Yay! Hooray! So, okay, enough.
Now play another commercial. What else? What else you got? What do you got?
Well, new for Ronco.
You got a My Pillow commercial ready to go?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's also a dessert topping.
That's right.
No. Now enough of this nonsense. It's time to bring in our friend and yours, Patti Vasquez.
Patti Vasquez.
There she is right there.
Oh, look.
Hi, Patti.
Yay.
You can unmute yourself if you would, Patti.
Hello.
There you go. Hi.
Hi.
Direct from the streets of Chicago. It's time for another fabulous Patti melt. So let's do
Let's
the
do
intro
it.
to that. Here we go.
It's time for a Patti melt with Patti Vasquez, Patti Vasquez. From global conflicts to greenhouse gases, to folks refusing to wear masks, and politicians getting caught grabbing asses. She's melting down. It's a Patti Vasquez, Patti melt from Chicago.
Yeah, you can see I have green screened downtown Chicago, including our lakefront right behind me. Look, I have been melting every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Central for over 2 years. And then England started melting. Their airport, their tarmacs, their buildings. I did not know that only 5% of people in London have air conditioning. That's a really poor investment. I don't know if they know what's happening worldwide, but this stuff is on fire. Behind me is Lake Michigan, which has 20% of the world's surface fresh water, and we have 90% of North America's fresh water. Now, I don't know what it means to have surface fresh water. I didn't have time to Google the rest of that while we were doing the show, but that seems significant to me, and I don't know if we can use that to put the rest of the world out. But it's not great. This is not, I don't know what's going to happen next. Can you guys hear me okay? Because I feel like no one can hear me. Is it too loud?
I can hear you. Yeah.
All right.
Hear you.
Excellent. I mean, I want to yell because there's so many bad things happening. By the way, Brad, I also have had an injury in the last week and a half. Not once, but twice in the last year. I have rolled my ankle in a pothole. The first time I needed 5 stitches, and the second time I basically snapped the tendon. It's been fun. While my husband and my son are in the.
When recently did you do this?
A week and a half ago. I've been taking care of Declan with it. I highly recommend, if you're in a situation like this, a knee scooter next time, Brad. I felt very cool just rolling around the hospital in a knee scooter.
That was on
no
a
one
ship.
was sure who the patient was.
Well, and you're sleeping on the floor of a hospital, so
it's been insane. But anyway, I fell in potholes.
Oh my God!
Imagine. I mean, it's the stupidest thing. But the good news is Just yesterday, Mayor Lightfoot announced that NASCAR is coming to Chicago on July 1st and 2nd. So we're gonna have drag racing in Chicago, and they're gonna fix all the potholes, and also drag racing coming to Chicago. I don't understand what's happening on this planet.
Yeah, I saw that. That's crazy.
I don't understand. Nothing makes sense to me anymore. The planet's on fire. Potholes are breaking my ankles. NASCAR is coming to Chicago. Only 8 Republicans voted to approve to make sure that contraception is protected for women, even though 88% of women use it. It's fine. It's totally fine. Why would we want to have any sort of autonomy over our bodies? This is insane. I don't know if I have nothing to melt about anymore. The thing is, people have said, Democrats need to be like Republicans. But here's the thing. We operate from a place of empathy. We don't go on national television and make fun of people who are disabled. We don't take rights away from women. Like, I don't mind being sorry and disrespectful to somebody who won't accept the same set of, like, when in the history, okay, there was a time when people believed the world was flat, so never mind that. But still, they're back. How are they back? We're not even able to agree on the same set of facts. I'm so done melting, you guys. I don't even, although it's very breezy here tonight. It's very, look at how pretty this song is. How nice is my city? I just don't know what to say anymore. I don't want to be, we have to be relentless. I don't want to be ruthless, but if I got to be a bitch about stuff, I will absolutely do that. And oh, by the way, right where I am, I used to think that living in Chicago, if the sea levels did rise, I'm like, well, we're in the middle of the country. We'll be fine. We got a lake, 20% of the world's surface fresh water. But we actually are built on top of that lake. All these buildings, these are all landfill right there. That's all landfill built on the ancestral lands of the Potawatomi, the Ho-Chunk, the Ottawa, the Ojibwe, and by the way, all displaced by our second favorite douche canoe president, Andrew Jackson. So strap yourselves in, folks, because we are in for a ride for the next few years. I don't know if we can be ruthless, but we definitely have to be relentless. This fire hydrant is really uncomfortable. I gotta go.
Patti Vasquez.
Wait a minute. Wait, before you go, give us an update. What's the update?
I'm just done.
Declan.
Yes. Update? Yeah, sure. So Declan, so today we actually had our update. I don't have good news. I just have an update. Like, they turn it down. You're just a Volkswagen Beetle. I mean, come on. So the thing. So we still don't know why he can't walk. Their plan right now is to put casts on his legs every Tuesday and Friday. And they're estimating now that at least another 3 weeks. We will be in the hospital for another 3 weeks minimum. Wow. I'm fine. I'm telling you what. And I wanted to ask Courtney, because she was talking about murderers and stuff. I wanted to know if she watched the Gacy tapes. Because here's my thing. People have been asking me about the Netflix special. And my only thing about being in that, talking about my brother being murdered by Gacy, is my biggest problem is they really could have given me a better camera angle. Like, my jawline is not that bad. I mean, like, really, just putting it up from here. They shot me from like here. I don't know. What was that?
Yeah, what was with the profile? Yeah,
I mean,
it's always
come on.
profiling.
Always profiling, yes. Oh, God.
I put some false eyelashes on or something. I didn't. It was a pandemic. I'm fine.
Hey, hey, Patti, I continue to pray for Declan.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
And for you and Steve.
Maybe he needs a double knee scooter. Declan can use a double. I don't know if that's the thing. Oh, God. Okay, sorry.
Patti, all the best. I want to be helpful if I possibly can. And the only thing I can offer is some inside information on NASCAR, because apparently you need a crash course on this. So don't go anyway. I'm going to do this.
Oh, yes.
How about another dumb song from Steve for no reason?
I know what song will be.
Me too.
Yeah. This is not exactly mysterious, but I want to. Patti has booked me at 3 shows in Chicago the 3rd week of August, and the final one, I believe, is on Friday the 19th, if I'm not mistaken, and it's for Moms Demand Justice. It's a fundraiser. Yeah! And so I will be probably doing this song, because apparently Chicago doesn't know nothing about NASCAR. Russell watched TV after his high school graduation. 3 solid months of ESPN. Till his daddy told him, son, that's the end of your vacation. Go get a job, or we're gonna charge you rent. So Russell got a job got fired that same day. The cashier he wasn't meant to be. Well, he went back to the couch, turned on the race, and he said, hot damn, now there's the job for me. So Russell got a loan and went to NASCAR school, where the future NASCAR drivers learn the one big NASCAR rule. Go straight, take a left, go straight, take a left, go straight, go straight, take a left, go straight, take a left, go straight. Everybody, no, just me. Go straight, take a left, go straight, take a left, go straight.
Go straight.
Take a left, go straight, take a left, go straight.
Go left.
This ain't rocket science. You can learn it in one day. Go straight, take a left, go straight, take a left, go straight. It's just like brain surgery if you take the brain away. Go straight, take a left, go straight, take a left, go straight. Drive round and round and round and round, and later you get paid. Go straight, take a left, go straight, take a left, go straight. Drive round and round and round and round, and later you get lots of money. Go straight, take a left, go straight, take a left, go straight. This ain't English lit, you don't gotta write a thesis, but if you make a wrong turn, you're going right to Jesus. So go straight, take a left, go straight, take a left, go straight, go straight, take a left, go straight, take a left, go straight, go straight, take a left, go straight, take a left, go straight, go straight, take a left, go straight, take a left, go straight, go straight, take a left, go straight, take a left, go straight, go straight, take a left, go straight, like I hit the wall. I'm on fire!
Come on, everybody. Go left, go straight. And if you hit the wall, you go to Home Depot. Or no.
That's correct.
Go to Jesus.
Certainly not to Michael's.
That's
Go to Michael's. It's Hobby Lobby you don't go to.
It's Hobby Lobby, yeah, or Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A. So, hey.
I've never been to Chick-fil-A and don't intend to go.
Yeah, we used to go, and the food's good, but I don't go now. I'm off it. So, Steve, what are we doing? Is it over?
It's time to beg for money, Brad.
Okay, well, that's good. Hi, I'm Brad Tassell, and I'm here to ask you to go to https //virtualcomedyshow.com and click donate to the comedians, and we split the money between all the comedians on the show. We've had some great people. We had Todd. Let's hear it for Todd, ladies and gentlemen. We can get him some money, and maybe he'll wear a shirt next time instead of an old T-shirt like he just got off mowing the yard. Then we also had Courtney, a brilliant and beautiful job, and maybe we can pay her, and she can have affairs and break up other people's marriages. It'll be fantastic. And we'll hear the dirty stuff in the thing. And also, Patti, as we know, has $3.7 million in bills for a hospital. So it would be great. So please go to virtualcomedyshow.com and you can click donate to the comedians. How about that?
Everybody get that? Brad's breaking up a little. That's www.
How am I breaking up? Damn it! Give money!
Click donate to the comedians. All right. It's almost the end of the show.
Hey, guess what? We've got a special guest to do the worst joke of the week.
Wow.
So so play it, and then I'll introduce our guest.
Here we go.
Worst joke. Worst joke. Worst joke. Worst joke.
Boo! That was the worst joke ever.
Ladies and gentlemen, from David Letterman, from Conan O'Brien, and The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, it is Corey Kahaney, everybody.
Wow.
Hey, everybody. It's so good to be here. I feel so special. This is a career highlight for me. Anyhow, sometimes when I do a show, people will ask me if I'm pro-choice or pro-life, and that's a very personal question. So I'll just say this. If Planned Parenthood had a punch card, my next one would be free. Does that tell you everything you need to know? Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Have a very merry Thursday. It's a special time of week. When Thursday bells are pealing and life no longer seems so bleak, let's open up our presents and carve our Thursday goose and wait for Father Thursday to arrive upon his moose.
You know, we tried to incorporate all the wonderful family traditions that people associate with Thursday.
Thursday comes but once a week, but do not shed a tear, 'cause there are more than 50 Thursdays packed in every year, and every single one of them is full of mirth and glee. So stuff your face and break some wind and join the revelry. Have a very merry Thursday, put on your orange fez, and decorate the Thursday tree with milk, bone, spam, and pez. Once you've curled your mustache and donned your Thursday clothes, I'll catch you 'neath the mistletoe and punch you in the nose. Merry Thursday, Merry Thursday, Merry Thursday.
Tuesday, the 26th.
Goodbye, Facebook.
Tuesday, 4th of July.
Okay, we are